Hi everybody. Today I'm just showing you some things that I got at the market that I plan to cook for this week's meal. One of them is a cabbage. See the leaves, nice and dark. I brought a cabbage and I plan to make stuffed cabbage this week, so you can look forward to that video. Another vegetable that I brought is cauliflower, and I'm gonna try to grind this up again and maybe make some stuffed stuffed cabbage leaves with some cauliflower and sausages, Italian sausages. So that's probably what I'm gonna use. And then I brought this, a whole bunch of tiny little red potatoes, and I like to put my veggies in the oven all together, so I add some potatoes to that. I brought 2 plantains so that I can make tostones and some chuletas, some pork chops. And then I got 2 big heads of broccoli here, and I'm gonna cook this up too in a variety of different ways. I also brought some beets. Now these beets are clean because I washed them. Now if you were gonna buy a beet, it wouldn't look that bright and red. It would look like this color. It looks like dry and dirty, but that's only because you have to come home and hold on a second, I dropped my rag, let me clean this. That's because when you bring them home, you take them and you wash them and you just scrub it. Once you scrub it, you get it all clean, and then it turns this color right here. You want to scrub it until it's all clean, like I'm doing here. I want to stay away from it a little because I made a mistake today, and I wore a white t-shirt when I'm messing with red beets, and these things really stain. They leave your fingers blood ready. Look at that, so red, very red. So okay, this is how I do it. I clean it. I have some water here, and I'm just gonna give it a quick scrub so you can see what I'm doing. I'm using one of those pads that are like Brillo but not Brillo, and I love these things. I love them to clean the veggies and the potatoes. Everything comes out super clean, especially the potatoes, the carrots. I do this too. Any fruit or veggies that you want to clean, you can always get these. I got them at the TikTok shop, but I'm sure they have them everywhere. So basically that's it. See? Now you take these beets that I cleaned, and I'm going to put it right there, right here. I'm just going to put them on the pan. I'm going to poke some holes in it just because there's a skin. Some people wrap them up in aluminum foil, but doesn't matter. It has a nice tough layer, and all that outside layer, everything on the outside, I'm gonna peel it. So on that note, just make a couple of hole marks. I already have the oven on. See, everything is red. So I'm gonna take my beets and I'm just gonna put them in the oven. I'll put those beets in the oven for 1 hour, and I'll be back and I'll show you how to peel them. Okay, man, these things are ready to take out the oven. They are sizzling. They are so hot. Let me take this knife. Babe, look at that. Very nice. They're very soft. Stick the knife in there. See that? Delicious. I gotta let that rest for a minute because that is too hot. Too hot. But I got a few things here. I'm so happy I went to the store and just the discount store and got some towels, because I know I use a lot of paper towels and I don't want to keep wasting the paper towels. So I brought this one to dry my hands. after washing them, as opposed to using paper towels and throwing them away. And these little command stickers that I brought there. And oh no, hold on 1 second. I had to turn off the water in the bathroom. I forgot to turn off the sink when I gave the cat some water. But I went to the discount store and I got these cute little towels so I could dry my hand and save paper towels. So then I brought command hooks. They're very cute. And they got these cute little pot holders, brand new pot holders. I love them. They're like half of the original size ones. Very cute. Little quacks. Very cute ones. I also put command hooks to that. So I'm going to set them here. Very cute. Now I got 2 brand new pot holders, napkins, and this came in a pack all together. And it's a lot for $4.99. We have some washcloths. That's one color. And then this one, another washcloth, and they have the little scrubby things on the side. So I got those, and they came with nice paper, nice towels. That's good because if I need to put something hot, it'll keep it from sliding off. So I like them, and the pattern is really cute. You like that pattern? I like that pattern. So I'm happy with this. I have 2 in the print color, and 2 in the non-print. So I got that. And then since my daughter came and picked me up to shop for new stuff for the kitchen, I picked this up because I needed one. I threw out the plastic one. I just don't like the plastic one anymore. This is for the door and to put all the spoons and the forks, but it's in metal, so it's perfect. I love it. I'll put that to the side. Oh, I'm sorry, I had technical difficulties. So I brought these washcloths. They're very cute, and the tray. So my mama got me a cool cutting board, a cool one. It's a bamboo cutting board. Very cute. So I'll be using that, but just not today, because my project is going to make a mess. My project is going to make a really big mess opening that up. Let me put it this way. So I'm just going to take one here real quick, and I'm going to show you how this beet comes out. I almost lost it there. I'm going to grab my knife. Let's see if this one works better. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the root part off. Once you do that, you can put that to the side. I'm just trying to take off the skin. It's kind of thick, kind of messy, very hot. And there's a lot of them. I'll be sharing. Has a beautiful color, the nice and soft. I love beets. If you love beets, then you know how delicious this is and how nice it is to have it fresh done, as opposed to buying it from the store in a can or in a jar. That's fine there. Let's see. Here's a little one. I'm gonna cut the top part off, and I'm gonna set it down this way. I don't want the juice to come out. Cut it there. It's easy. It's not giving me a hard time at all. The skin peels off. It's just that you have to do it carefully. If you don't want to take too much of the part that you like, you just want the flesh off, basically, just the flesh. You want that out. And this last one here, I'm going to need room, plenty of room. So let's set that there for a minute. Yeah. And let me just reach for another paper towel. Okay, so I can take this one out with all that skin. And I'll just place another one right there. And I'll get rid of this one. And again, the same thing. I'm going to find the top part. There it is. I'm going to start cutting that piece off. Very tender. I'll hold it straight up and start slicing down. There you go. I'm almost done. This is the last one. Then I'll show you how to put this together and put it away. Preserve it. I could eat this for, that's a big piece. I could eat this like a whole week, during the whole week. I can eat this every day until it's done. So, it's worth it. I don't know how to freeze it. I never tried to freeze it. I mean, to see how it would taste if it was frozen. But, there we go. That's beautiful right there. Got a little piece here, I think. Look at that beet. That's a beautiful beet. Just beautiful. Let's take this tissue out now. I'm going to set him here. Take this and throw it away. Okay, get rid of that. And I could bring the beet back here. And this one, bring it back here. Now, like I said, I'm going to put mine away, but I'm also going to share with my mother. So what I like to do with this beet is I'll just cut it in slices. Not too thick, not too thin, but just like that. Sometimes they're more red. Now they aren't as red as usual, is what I mean. This one you can see like little white circles in the middle. If you could see that. It has like white circles. I usually when I get them other places, they're red. Really red. Just gonna scrape that piece off there. But again, the same thing. I can even do it this way. And just lay them flat. See, like I said, the white. I don't really like the white. I like it when it's red. Really, really bright red. So, but I love beets. And I will eat them anyway. Because I know they're fresh. And they're not a scary vegetable. Like, you're so lost on how do you do it, how long. I took it, I washed it really well, and then I put it in the oven for 425 degrees, about 425, for about an hour. So an hour you get fork tender. They're very, very tender. So I have a bag over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put them away in my bag. And I'll put them in the refrigerator. And like I said, I'm going to share some with my mom. And if they were redder, because you might get them that they're more red than this, because I expected them to be more redder. Even though they're nice and tender, I expected them to be more red. But I just take it like that, give it a little fold there. I'll wait till this cools off. I'll put it somewhere where it could cool off. And once it's cool, I will just, I'm getting a plate. Hold on, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I thought I had a can of sardines, but I don't have a can of sardines. I don't have it, so I usually take this. Put it right there. Don't throw out that piece. That's a nice piece. That one's gonna go. Put that right there. This stains, and I am surprised and happy all at the same time that my shirt didn't get a drop on it. Yay, that's a plus. So I'll take this over. And I like to buy these little kipper snacks. I need a scissor to open this. And they're in a can. So I'll get a fork. Here, I wet it. So these are the kipper snacks. They're little fish fillets. And they're in oil. I like them. They have a lot of omegas and they have like a little oil to them. See? So I like to grab the fish and just put some on the side. Nice little flaky fish. It's very nice. And it's kind of salty. So you have the salty from the fish and the sweet from the beets. I just love beets, but this is the way I like to eat them. You have to try it. Sweet and salty. Delicious. See you next time. Bye.